Yo guys, and welcome back to another AC Valhalla stream. I'm gonna be playing more of this game and the Lincolnshire story arc tonight. And yeah, we want to finish off the story arc and maybe do a few of the mysteries as well. And with that, getting closer to the DLCs as well, which we're gonna be starting quite shortly once this story arc is done. Also, hey Levi. Good to see you. I hope the bolognese was still delicious.
That's twice they've tried to kill you, Hunwald.
And twice failed.
We had luck. But if you're not more careful, they will succeed. Someone in Mercia wants you dead. And they'll kill anyone in the way to see it done.
Yes, including my dear Swanborough, my lady love. Come, let us hurry away.
I'm serious, Hunwald. Are you hearing me?
Plain and clear. Follow me.
Hunwald, are you sure this place is safe?
The safest spot in the Shire, yes. Here I am with a chance to be Alderman, but I have yet to prove myself worthy. To you, to the Shire, to her. I can do nothing without my darling lady. You've made me realize how much I've neglected her through this fatal stupor of mine.
This I must see for myself.
You ate so much food, all of it, but not the banana bread. I mean, that's fair, Levi. It was delicious food to say the least, so I don't blame you for wanting to eat all of it. And yeah, I'm glad you still enjoyed it. But yeah, my evening was pretty good. I did watch some Twin Peaks with my sis and kind of like rambled and complained about it a lot, because it's really wacky at times, to say the least. Like really wacky. But yeah, it was still fun, kind of like talking about it. As this also showed me more of her photo editing and stuff. And yeah, did listen to some music earlier and stuff like that, so pretty decent evening. You have a massive headache again. Noticed it during the train ride that you still had a good time. It really sucks, Levy. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe like, you know, sleeping the other way tonight might make you feel better tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe it helps.
Follow my voice, Bjarte! Oh, thank the heavens! There she is!
Yeah, we will. But I'm sure it's gonna be better again.
Gunvald, I thought for sure you'd be dead. Why didn't you send word?
It has been far too long, my little jewel. I'm so very sorry for that.
I'm fine, my love. I wilted without you, but still I grow. And who is this?
Ah, yes. I am proud to present Eivor of the Raven clan.
Hello, Eivor. A pleasure to meet you.
I don't have the time to chat. So rude. But on that note, more Valhalla. Indeed. Yeah. Decided to get back into it. Was really feeling more of Eivor. But yeah.
And you, Swanborough. I wasn't sure what to make of Hunwald's stories, yet here you are.
Surprised to find a Dane by his side?
Not quite. I'm surprised to find a Saxon at yours. Hunwald seems to endear himself to all sorts.
Eivor agreed to help me find my father. But I'm afraid it hasn't gone as well as I'd hoped.
What's happened?
My father is dead. Died of a cruel disease, apparently. Then shunted off to a cellar for burial.
Oh, my love, I'm sorry.
And someone in your shire wants to make sure Hunwald follows his father to the grave.
Let them try. I'll cut their throats.
A shire moot will soon be held. Hunwald should stay here, out of sight, until he can attend.
What if I left it all behind, my love? Forget my father's seat. What if I stayed here with you? Just the two of us.
Hunwald, no. This Shire must be led with courage and heart. Follow in your father's footsteps and lead the Shire as he did.
Just had to think of the song. Just the two of us. when he said that. Yeah, that's I'm not gonna say we had a deal because, you know, it shouldn't be our primary interest. I mean, obviously Eivor wants to get an alliance here, but I still believe Eivor, you know, while kind of having this Odin trait of like, you know, being like kind of a bit selfish or kind of like a bit in the interest of something bigger than, you know, just like other people. I think Eivor still has like a lot of compassion, so let's go for first choice here. Also have DX. So this is the Haude for Kut. I got it from Redda by using Opal. So yeah, it's unfortunately not something you can get within the main game, like through story or something, but you can get it when you do like weekly and daily quests eventually.
Whatever strength you lack, you have in Swanborough. Heed her advice.
Yes. If anyone can lift my spirits in time for the Shire moot, it's you, my dear.
Come inside and rest your bumbling bones, love. Be well, Eivor, and thank you.
Keep watch over that one. Men have come for him more than once.
I missed
My
the
blade
part where
will
that's
keep
my
him
problem.
safe.
I don't doubt it.
Eivor Buddy McGuire, aka Mr. Goody. How's it going, dude? Thank you for the host. Yeah, sure, Dix. So, it's looking like this. Sort of like a blue turquoise kind of like vibe. With like golden engravings on like the hood. What I kind of dig about it is kind of like the rugged edges on the hood, which make it look a bit more realistic since, you know, it's not like perfectly shaped or even. But then also kind of like the shoulder plate here. The way it's kind of like has like the swing. Looks quite nice, I think. But it's quite easy to have like clipping happening with that hood if you have like long hair and stuff. Alright, I think I want to check out this place a little bit. We have a shop, a drinking game. We can also play some Orlog.
Come home!
Talk to this woman.
Looking for someone?
My husband. He was not supposed to leave home on his own. I fear he has fallen asleep somewhere.
Fallen asleep?
Yes, a curse he has carried his whole life. At any moment, his eyes roll back and his body simply collapses.
Dangerous to be out there on his own. Do you think he would have gotten far?
His bag is gone. I fear he may have taken it to go fruit picking down south near the old ruins. Kjersti, where are you?
I will keep an eye out for him.
Thank you. He snores, if that helps. Kjersti! Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's going good, Mr. Goody. Had a really nice weekend. And yeah, playing more Valhalla, which is always a good time.
Come home!
Citizen.
Citizen!
Hey there, is it? Welcome in, dude.
Follow my
How are you
voice,
doing?
Kjersti!
Am I really angry at the glyphs, by the way? Is he? So, isn't he doing like one of the very early ones at this
Can
point?
you hear me?
I reckon he hasn't done much more than like half a dozen, has he?
Kjersti! Kjersti! Come home!
Hanging in there, Acid. How are you doing? Yeah, it's going really good, Acid. I'm doing pretty well, actually.
Follow my voice, Kjersti!
Playing some more Valhalla, which I'm always stoked about, to be honest. I love that whole Viking fantasy, but mixed with good AC lore as well. How's your AC Black Flag playthrough going, Acid? How's that advancing?
Follow my voice, Kjersti!
In 3 days' time, the fruit in the ruins south of Grimsby should be ready to pick. Rima will try to stop me, or worse, she will insist on being in my company.
Kjersti!
I think Odin she is a heavy sleeper. I will go before the sun rises and return before she wakes. So maybe we can just make it night.
Kjersti! Come home!
Odin is with us!
Follow my voice, Kjersti!
Oh, end here.
Kjersti! Kjersti! Come
Steam version sucks. Game crashed 3 times last stream. Did it? Damn. Save file apparently got corrupted the last time it crashed, so I had to start over. Wait, really?
Kjersti! Can you hear me?
You didn't have cloud save on, did you? Like the cloud save feature?
Come home!
Ah, you have it on. So I would really recommend with Ubisoft and games in general to turn that feature off, because I have had the same issues. Like, I remember when I played Unity for the first time, you know, when it came out in like 2014, I think. Yeah, I basically had to start over again after beating like sequence 10 or so, because the cloud sync was just like corrupting my save or something. I had it like gone completely. Not sure if that's like, you know, your issue if it's corrupted. But it might be. That really sucks if it had to like restart over again. It's a big bummer.
Follow my voice, Bjarti!
Let you go to bed now before the headache gets worse. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Good night, and talk to us tomorrow. No worries whatsoever, Levi. I hope you have a good night, and hopefully it's gonna get better with the headache. And yeah, I will catch you very soon for sure. Levi, have a good night, and talk to you soon.
Come home!
Come on! I need the challenge.
Feel stronger already.
I said you bought a copy on UbiConnect, runs much better and have all the DLC. That's good at least. I hope, you know, you won't be having those issues anymore. But I have it a couple times that Steam and Uplay is really bad in the way they interact with each other. Obviously it's nice to have, like, you know, Steam games, games on Steam, but if you play it's just really a lot of issues, it seems.
What can I get for you? This could help you in your travels.
Let's get some titanium.
Seems like you're expecting trouble.
Increase evasion after each hit. Quite like this one, actually.
Yes, this is a good look.
300 is quite expensive. Also, I have a freaking mosquito in my room, which is stinging me. Fuck off. Okay, give me 1 sec, guys. I gotta kill a mosquito. Okay, I actually didn't get it. You know, the moment I stood up, of course, it wasn't like I couldn't see it anymore.
Very striking with this.
But yeah, if it comes back, it's gonna be killed. That's
You
for
never
sure.
know when this might come in handy.
Get a sword gun. Yeah, maybe that would be a good way of dealing with that. Okay, I'm actually gonna buy some iron, because that's always good to have at this point.
Glad to replenish your stock.
Upgrading weapons more than upgrade gear, so need loads of iron.
This will be perfect for someone. Nothing else?
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
for killing flies and worsted bloodsuckers. Yeah, I have to check that out maybe. I haven't really heard of sword guns before. I don't think.
I'll take on all comers.
Okay, she wants to do a bit of drinking. Let's meditate and then we drink. You gotta prepare yourself for the meat you're about to consume.
Shall we lock horns? Drink it down faster than me. You take the prize. Your silver. Let's see how much you'll risk.
All of it?
All in. Skål. Man your horn.
What the fuck? Of course my freaking controller just disconnected. I was like, why isn't A working? Dude, I might have just lost the better here, in that case. Hold on. Trying to decide which AC game you should play next. So, have you played everything from AC1 to AC3? Like including 2 Brotherhood Revelations? Basically the Desmond games.
Head spinning yet?
Are you freaking kidding me? Controller. It's like keeping to disconnect. I'm actually gonna lose this freaking game. What? Like, what the hell? You played 1, 2 Brotherhood Revelations and 3. Nice, dude. Mess around with Origins and Odyssey. Throw control of a war, which will fix it. Yeah, maybe I try it next time. Maybe I hit the oh, there's a mosquito. Okay. So you played Origins and Odyssey, but I guess you haven't played through them. What I'll probably recommend is maybe trying Unity, because Unity is like a, you know, totally new engine after the early games, and they really embrace like raw assassin fantasy, you know. So it's really more like kind of like Hitman type of deal. But yeah, that's more like if you enjoy stealth and parkour, I guess. If you wanna have like more combat, then the new AC games would probably be better. But yeah, the Unity I can really recommend. Also, you can play Unity together with friends, so I'm sure Jay might join you. I think he has a game and wouldn't mind. And I mean, I could also join you as well, help you out with some co-op stuff. Okay, let's see if we can rectify our controller disconnecting here, and we can still win this game.
Not catching me.
I don't think we can, to be honest. Okay.
Such a skilled spiller.
Yeah, I'm losing. I think that's honestly my first drinking game. I lost my entire playthrough just because the freaking controller had to die 2 times.
Ah! A thirsty foe? If you suck it back faster than me, you are the victor.
Have I played AC Immortals Phoenix Rising Valhalla? I haven't played Immortals Phoenix Rising yet, and I don't think I will ever try to play it, to be honest, because I really don't like the studio too much behind it, like Ubisoft Quebec, because I really hate AC Odyssey. Or at least what they have done with a series of AC Odyssey. So yeah. Also, I don't like that type of humor. I don't know. Like, I watched Ketchup play Immortals, and I don't know. I'm not the target group, I don't think. No shade against anybody who enjoys the humor. You know, it's like, obviously it's a subjective thing. But, yeah. I don't know, the writing isn't for me.
How much silver are you willing to part with? The hoard it is! Ha! We drink! I'll take on all comers!
Have you played it, Asset?
You're sweating!
Mr. Cody, this is like you with G Fuel? Maybe.
Too strong for you.
Yeah, this is going way better. With the controller not disconnecting.
You are a bit green, friend.
You're drinking G Fuel now? Oh, when I wasn't over-exaggerating, Mr. Cody. Yeah, gotta get some Orbit energy.
It's a fine day for a game of dice.
It is indeed.
Ah, Orlok.
Come, join me for a game or two.
Let us play.
All right then. Come.
Okay, we actually got a new one. Skadis Claim. Destroy opponent's token for each die that rolled arrow. So we could get 2 per die for first one with an upper 4 or 8. I think this would be really good with the one we get very later on, where we can sacrifice health for tokens. We could kind of like make sure that the enemy never has tokens really. Or at least it's very little. But I'm not sure, it's like kinda slow and I wanna be a bit more offensive, so I'm gonna keep my current loadout of Force Strike, which is like a classic. The 8 damage is really good, since it goes straight to the face. Then health per block for the value, because regular health costs more tokens for less health. Obviously it has the requirement of blocking actually, but that's not too tricky, like getting a few blocks in. And Skadi's Hunt for kind of like multiplying our arrows, really. We can easily overwhelm the enemy if we get like tons of arrows. I'm gonna go for a token dices here first.
Interesting.
Okay, we can block all the damage. That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the arrow for the damage there. And let's also get a steal as well. Does she actually have gain token for each die that wrote steal? Okay, that's interesting. Interesting setup. Let's get some good tokens here. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Added to our 5 currently. We wanna wait until we have 12 of the 8 damage, just because it's the best value, token wise. Definitely the steer here. And that's it. Oh yeah, another steer token. Also get this, and yeah, that's it. There's a freaking second mosquito in my room. I shouldn't have left the window open earlier. Getting like way too dark, way too soon these days. Okay, we get 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring us to 15. We don't block anything, so we shouldn't use this. We have 2 arrows, so we could potentially get an additional 4 damage, but yeah, let's go for 8.
This will be over soon.
Very good.
Okay, just need 5 damage here, so 8 tokens. Get these, and also the steel, giving us 3 total, giving us a 6 here. That means I've been watching recently If I Know Your G Fuel Habit. I mean, you also talked about a lot about it in chat as well, Mr. Goody. Okay, that should be sufficient actually.
Right position, gerecht.
Okay, that should do it.
Too easy.
An overwhelming defeat. I must reclaim my name. Let us go again.
I have had enough of this.
Enough games. Time to play a real game. Okay, so where's the next quest actually? Down here we have to speak to Alfka. Okay. Give us page 9 for Rixiger. Let's see if we have already page 7 and 8. It's page 9. Page 8 we do have this one. Page 6, 10, 5. So we haven't gotten page 7 yet. I wanna wait until we have page 7 and then we can read 7, 8 and 9 as well as 10. But yeah, I do want to have it in order, so I'm gonna wait still here. We can also upgrade the Ottoman Helmet, which would make our entire Ottoman set be highest level. There we go. And we can also upgrade the Field Spear further. Maybe also Lightbow. I haven't really used Lightbows too much recently, but now that we have the Drigger Bow fully upgraded, it's definitely worth it. Or maybe Predator Bow. Let's increase the Viper Bow further. Right.
Think you can...
Follow my voice, Justy!
Letter from Hunwald. My lady love. I've gone through much trouble to ensure this letter finds you, but I need you to know that I am alright. That I did not leave you on the wings of some change of heart. The truth is that I have been exiled for reasons I do not understand. Every inquiry I have made has fallen on deaf ears. They simply will not let me back into the city. Now I fear my father is in grave danger. Without me there, something could happen to him. I must find a way back. First the Dane camp that has newly settled. I will be riding out in the morning to speak with a leader. My hope is that we may strike a deal. For now, I ask that you please stay out of sight. When the time is right, I will find you. We will lay together on the apple carts once again, feeding each other on the sun-kissed fields of Lincoln, just long enough so that my pasty skin does not redden. And my pasty skin. Have faith in me. Onward. They have a kind of sweet couple, actually. do we have here?
Troll-cursed creature. So be it.
Oh, wolf. It's more like a hyena. Yell at it more. Yeah, I'm the type of guy that yells for silence and stays silent in these super intense moments. I like the opposites, you know. One. Please. Fuck, I didn't get the stunner tick anymore. The mice. Welcome in, mate. How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good rest of the stream with AC2 today. Hey, Italian. Hey, Max.
Honey, glad your threat is ended.
Gotcha. Yeah, we just fought another alpha animal here. The GMAT wolf. It's the zebra wolf. Yeah, the zebra, hyena, wolf, or something. Very interesting fella. But yeah, welcome in everybody. We're playing some AC Valhalla tonight. How was the rest of AC2, dude? I heard you tried one of the glyphs. Finished off sequence 5 and did a few more things in the area. You don't know how to say its name. San Gimignano? Is that it? The one where the theater was located, right? Okay, let's keep on going here. Okay, so how do we get to this specific then? It's like a secret underground entrance. Yeah. You did. It was the one where it's where he says some of these people are holding weapons, and you like made they all weapons. Yeah. So one tip I can give with these glyphs is that usually the important ways are kind of like written in red and a bit bigger. So I'm quite sure when they talk about it, they talk about how they did cut or something, right? So basically looking for the sword in that case, like the sword of Eden. But yeah, I can definitely get that it's kind of like a bit frustrating and confusing at times, because I sure was confused a lot when I first attempted to beat all of these. Yeah, that's true. Like, you can obviously cut somebody with a spear. I guess I thought in the logic of, like, you know, a spear you would usually kind of like stab with, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a valid point. But yeah, I can assure you they're gonna get definitely quite a bit trickier. But who knows, maybe you get to enjoy them at some point. Definitely tricky at times. You got the lean one after first try. Nice, dude. Yeah. I would say like a lot of them are definitely quite doable. But yeah, there were also like some where I was just like, you know, stuck. Especially once you get to the parts when you later have to kind of like combine numbers and symbols with each other. Oh. I think that's the guy the woman was yelling for earlier. In Grimsby. Stranger, if you're reading this, you have either found me asleep or killed me and stole from my corpse. If it be first, I regret this annoyance and ask that you return to me to my wife in Grimsby, a village to the north by the shoreline of Lincolnshire. If it be the second, I hope you slip and fall down the surest of cliffs. Let's get you back then. Your wife. see me do some of those? Yeah. Definitely some tricky ones in there. But I usually really enjoy this like puzzle aspect in AC whenever it's there. A lot of people don't seem to enjoy it quite as much, like for example with the Cairnstone and stuff.
Of course not. No. I'm just resting my eyes. I swear it.
But yeah, personally I enjoy those kind of like type of levels. Really enjoying the parkour with the tombs. Yeah, that's also nice. I don't know if you ever played the Prince of Persia games, but when I played the Sense of Time was kind of like a revelation to me, because it was actually made by the same director that made the early AC games and that Prince of Persia.
At any moment. How did you last this long?
And like the whole Prince of Persia Sense of Time game feels like a massive assassin tomb essentially, right? Like you have all these parkour puzzles and stuff. It's very similar to how the parkour tombs are done in you know, the Ezio games, and I love it. I love these environmental obstacle puzzles in kind of like, you know, speed contests, I guess. Also, once you get to do all of them, you know, the reward you get is kind of sick actually. At least in AC2 it is.
Can you hear me?
You think you played a couple on PS2 back in the day? You've got 3 so far. Nice. Yeah, so free to go.
Come home! Oh gods! Yes! Bring him inside!
Alright, dude. Time to wake up. Also, why is Eva still glowing?
You know.
Look a bit funny, Eva.
Not to touch me there.
Yeah,
I
dude.
found him asleep beneath a tree. He is unharmed.
My poor Bjarti. I'm so glad he's all right. You saved his life.
Luck was with him. No hungry wolves or roaming bandits. The note he carries is helpful, but he must have more caution. He may not be so lucky the next time.
You're right. I will wait until he wakes. And when he does, I will belt him.
That is a start. Farewell.
I can breathe again. You're all right. I was filled with worry.
Yeah, happy to help. So I actually have some water here. How about we do some fishing? If there's like any fish nearby. I don't think I fished a lot in Lincolnshire yet. lot of haddocks and sheds. Ooh, some salmon. We do need those ones. Demise, you're going to be lurking and watch Hot Fuzz before you head off to bed. You enjoy going a Viking and you talk to me tomorrow. No worries whatsoever, Demise. You have a good night, dude. I hope you enjoy watching Hot Fuzz. And thanks again so much for the raid as well, dude. Yeah, for anybody that hasn't gotten around checking out Demise yet, definitely consider doing so. He's a really entertaining streamer and super nice to hang out with. He's going to be playing some Assassin's Creed 2. It's also been playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance, also Dying Light, and loads of others. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, then definitely check out the Mice channel. Here I need some arrows. Let's go for the Viper Bow. Looks like a quite big one. It's got a big salmon 2 times. Okay, I think that's enough fishing for now. Got a couple few that I haven't really fished before.
Sphinxy!
Those are the cries of a broken heart. Who died?
My beloved cat, Sphinxy. And please, do not be so crass. Sphinxy has simply passed on. She is in God's hands.
Nothing hurts quite like a fresh wound. But in time, it will heal, and life will return to normal.
Oh, if only. Instead, I find myself missing her more and more, with each passing winter.
How long ago did Sphinxy pass on?
11 years ago tomorrow. A long time, I know.
A little. Have you thought about honoring Sphinxy with a shrine? It is no burial, but it may ease your grief.
I am halfway there, but I cannot bring myself to sort through her things. I simply do not have the strength.
I will help you. We will build Sphinxy a shrine together. Where should I start?
My home. It's where she...
Rip. Okay, we gotta find Sphinxy's belongings. First we gotta find a key.
Go, my eyes.
Ah, never mind, she gave us a key, right? Makes sense.
There must be something I can find in here for the cat's shrine. If I can sort through all the rubble.
These that's a little louder. Cats here. Good thing I didn't hear any of them. Also could have easily happened here. Open journal. The family has grown. Sphinxie has finally given birth to a litter of kittens, all healthy or resembling her beautiful mother. I will leave them to sup on her milk for a few days, and in the meantime think of what to name them all. Oh, I'm so overjoyed. Can I pet any of you guys? Okay. Can I move this? I can. This place is full. I really want you to kill these cats, like, you know, there's like oil jars inside the house, everything's super tight, full of like crates you have to destroy. So if you just use your weapon, like regular melee weapon, chances you actually kill the cat is like so big. Honestly, I think when I watched the mice play this, I think every cat in the building died, or like almost every. But yeah, can't really blame anybody. That happens.
This will do.
Okay, I think we have enough material here. And yeah, Max, if you find, you know, a cat, you gotta pet it. Holy shit, my bow's actually... What the fuck?
Damn you!
Why? Fuck, yeah. It's like you stand close to something with fire and everything catches fire. Jesus Christ. So basically just defeat the mice there. Can I pull away your fucking bow? Okay. One more fire. Doesn't actually seem like any cat died, to be honest. That's surprising. Boxes and stuff sometimes don't have to be close to catch fire. Yeah. It's very easy in the new AC games to catch fire on like literally anything. You know, it's like you stand very close to something for just a second and your whole body is on fire.
I've found some of Sphinxie's belongings.
Would you bring them to the shrine just over there beneath that shrub?
It is done. A shrine dedicated to Sphinxie, whenever you care to pay your respects. And a home you can return to again. It may take some getting used to without Sphinxie, but her children need you.
And here I thought all Danes were ruthless plunderers, murderers. You have a soul that would grace the heavens, like my Sphinxie. Lord, light your way.
A farewell meow. Amazing. Right, where do we go next? The next main quest is down here. With Afgha's name put forward as a worthy successor to the late Hundborth, Eivor sets out to visit the Vane in a bid to get to know him better.
Show me. Need to cloak myself here.
Okay, let's use the tracker bow here. Oh shit, I don't have any arrows right now. That's a shame.
Fair enough. My
Lord Hunward's banishment. These notices inform you of the indefinitive expulsion of Lord Hundborth, son from Lincoln. Lord Hunward was sent away from the city yesterday, a decision he readily disputed. This, coupled with his actions, suggests he will ignore this ruling and attempt to return to Lincoln. If seen, Lord Hunward is to be apprehended at once and brought before the council to answer for his transgressions. Anyone caught chattering Lord Hunward will face, at minimum, prolonged imprisonment. Well, I guess that would be what we would have to face in case, you know, Hunward doesn't get to be the successor. Or gets captured, I guess. Right, let's make our way to the main quest now.
Yeah!
think there's like a wealth opportunity nearby, isn't there? Yeah, there's one. Hayflock v. Billhook can be found in this villa at the foot of a wall near Lincoln's Town Hall in Lincolnshire. Hayflock came to Lincolnshire as a young man with a great heathen army. A member of the order recognized Hayflock's quick and ruthless intelligence and introduced him to the Crozier. As apprentice to the Crozier, Hayflock gained stature, and experience. He now is an established landholder and farmer in Lincoln, from where he bribes the Shire soldiers to do his bidding. Sire, a rotten fellow called Hayflock met here to arrange payment to the soldiers' camp for various services. He claimed you would not be distressed by this. He used an unusual name with his soldiers, the Billhook. Very odd. In any case, everything has been left us as I found it. If there's any problem, you can find Hayflock in Lincoln. His villa thereabouts abuts the fortification along the town hall. The servant, Gil. So we can actually kill this guy. It's down here. Also very curious that Alfgar has like an order clue in his home, isn't it?
Eivor, I'm pleased you came. Welcome to my estate, old friend.
Thane Elfgar. It's an impressive amount of land you oversee.
Quite right. I often get lost swimming to my island in this flowing sea of wheat.
You said you had something to show me when we last spoke. What did you mean?
Yes, I did. Observe. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved elderman, Hunbeort, before his untimely passing. He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
Yeah, have a good night, Max. Thanks for joining, dude. And have a good rest. So he's obviously trying to get our favor because everybody wants to be voted for, right? Like he wants to be alderman of the Shire. So he's trying to win our favor since we also get to be an important vote.
If this belonged to the Elderman, shouldn't it go to Hunwald next?
I suppose so. But I thought you a more fitting recipient. You'd know how to use it. Now, take it and come hither. I have a rousing hunt planned for the two of us. Leave aside talk of politics and shire moats. Let us enjoy the fruits of my land together.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see. To be plain, Eivor, a great bear has been badgering my estate for weeks. I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear?
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come. I suspect you know better than most that I have what it takes to lead this shire. Though its line of kings is all but ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. But today, the shire languishes. It needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
I'm sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. It may be I should put my name in for Elderman.
Ah, there it is, that dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god. I don't recall the name.
Go on.
What I mean to say is, I enjoy the company of your people. Or people like you. What little I've seen of them. And I don't care what stuffy fools like Herefriv and Hunwald say. You Danes are damn decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice.
I remember when the Danes first arrived, not long ago. The locals were terrified, not of being raped.
Are we hunting, Alfgar? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
Hunting, definitely. The bear's lair should be near.
Hey there, Kelly and Dove. Welcome in. Thank you for joining, and thank you for a follow. Yeah, this guy really isn't trustworthy whatsoever, is he? And he's just talking bad about Conward as well. Not very nice. To be honest. Like, yes, an order crew member in his home. He's just talking bad about everybody. He's obviously trying to win the favor of Eivor. And I think we're gonna have another encounter where he's basically just disproving that he respects the Norse way. So, let's see.
Ah, my old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
What surprise? I came as you requested.
Yes, and how is Grimsby? How are all the other Danes?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a hunt as you made plain in your message this morning.
Yes, that's right, very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to introduce you to Eivor. Perhaps you know each other, as one Dane to another.
I'm from Norway. I'm not a freaking Dane. So I'm actually I'm gonna go with his choice because Eivor actually likes to, you know, make that difference. And kind of like go against that generalization, you know, that all the Vikings are Danes.
I'm Norse, actually. Something you might learn by asking. Well met, Grim. Glad to have you along.
Hey, Eivor. Did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
Yes, hunting a bear. That's the point of all this. We're hunting, I promise.
There's a cave just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for a lair.
If the beast is as large as Elfgard claims, it'll take all three of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we? There's all manner of beasts in this forest. If we don't find the bear, we'll find something worth our supper.
I have a divine rule over the land on my estate. God shall provide. Have no worry.
This is the threshold of the beast's home. There's no doubting that. That's not a bear. Wolves.
Wolves everywhere, and not a bear in sight.
Oh, where's the bear then? Lots of wolves, but no bear.
Eivor, there's something you'll want to see here.
Is that smoke? My God! My estate is burning like a twig!
Soon to be a sea of fire.
Eivor! You're skilled enough, and I can't tell you how to handle this, but please, by God, help me with this!
I'm in this fight with you. A clutch of puny Mercians don't frighten me.
I mean, fair enough. Wanna help him? It's kind of funny how the moment, he sees his house burn, his egg kind of like drops and he's just like, okay, yeah, I admit I'm desperate. Please just help me. I don't care if I get to be Ottoman, but please just save my home. Kind of funny. So obviously he's not actually with the order, I don't think. But maybe the bishop planted that note there or something? I don't know. But he's not a traitor. Let's actually go for die for Valkyries here. Boy.
My people are fleeing! They must get to safety!
Someone waited until you were away to set
This area is off limits.
The crops! The fields! They're buried in the food!
burn them when you throw.
I think that's all of them.
The men who would see you burn are dead. Let's get these fires out.
Agreed. What a mess. A sea of ashes. I thank you, Eivor, for doing what you could.
You're a man of many riches, Alfgar. You can rebuild.
To be sure. But I do not look forward to the toilet. Sweet Lord in heaven! The bear is returned!
The Shire mood will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well.
Oh. I don't know. Afghan is kind of weird, right? Like the way, like, you know, a couple people died and his village is on fire and he's like laughing about the fact that the bear is, you know, back again. Which we've been trying to hunt before the village was set on fire. I found him like super suspicious, obviously, for multiple of reasons, like with the whole order, you know, notice wall being in his home. But the fact that he's not actually a traitor and he's not turning out to be a order makes the question like, why is there actually like a note in his home, right? Maybe somebody, you know, like did actually plant it. So, you would maybe think that, you know, he's with the order. Make it more surprising if the bishop is it.
Go! Get the murdering dog!
Me in pieces!
I'm actually wondering why there's like no music playing. You have it on, right? Yeah, maybe I have to like reload or something. Okay, we're actually back in Lincoln here. How about we get some of these wealth opportunities and then also get the next order member, which was Hayflock. We also got the database entry for Elfgar, the Thane of Lincolnshire. Local mercy noble of considerable wealth, Elfgar is a Thane from Gainsborough and a friend of von Wood's family. Well known as a haughty and superficial man, he has been surprisingly successful in matters of money and influence. Though it is unclear how he came into such easy success. So I think that's another way if I want to make you think like, you know, he could be with the Order, and that's how he gets like all of his, you know, wealth and influence. But yeah, it's not, at least not confirmed. So he's down here. Let's see if I can find an entrance.
First man I killed for my order, I cried and wept after trying to hold back the tears. But I told myself, I am merely acting upon a foretold destiny, navigating the whim of greater gods. My actions are simply pebbles.
Pebbles that wash away in the surf as harmless as dust.
Pebbles were once bedrock, as were you.
I should not be seen in this area.
Requiescat in pace, bastardo. Got a new clue for the liar. Remember, Billhook, the oath we swore, you and I, our loyalty to the liar and all he represents. Okay, so this is kind of like the clue that he's a man. Hey there, Cavu. Sorry, dude. I think the command actually doesn't work right now, unfortunately. I actually have to delete that exclamation mark from the title. But I can just explain to you, if you like, what we're doing content-wise. So, basically, Completionist includes literally like everything that's in-game as like an activity. So, obviously, all the major story arcs. We're gonna do all the wealth, including the small wealth location. I'm also gonna read all the notes in the game world. We're gonna do all the mysteries, all the artifacts, all the DLCs. I'm gonna do all the drinking and warlock battles. Also all the deliveries as well. We're gonna upgrade Ravensthorpe fully. So yeah, really doing like everything. Also like the mastery challenges, all that type of stuff. So it includes everything. Pretty much. So very suit. Yeah, I actually have to go ahead and fix that the command anytime soon.
You have my sincere thanks, friend.
But I almost hit the drunk guy. I was kind of waiting a second because I didn't want him to get hurt, but yeah, that was kinda close. Okay, these guys don't actually mind me, it seems. It's not restricted.
Dixa ad eos rapscales hebreus dominus noster.
Go, Sunan.
Okay, I believe we have one more vote opportunity. Then we'll finish with Lincoln. And it's time to attend a vote and decide who's gonna be the next alderman of Lincolnshire. But yeah, my vote obviously is gonna be with Hunwald. The whole story I can set up in a way where that's like the most meaningful
Shouldn't be seen here.
and the most fitting choice. Okay, we need a key here. But where's the key? Up there. Apparently. I have no idea who actually climbs up there to hide a key, but it happened. I have to say, I think the Lincolnshire arc might be one of my more liked ones in Valhalla, at least compared to the Essex one. I think Essex was actually one of my least favorite ones. Like the whole, divorce thing, I don't know. Not really a huge thematic I'm like that interested in Valhalla. Kind of like having to deal with all the drama of other people's relationships. But I think Hunwald's story arc is a bit more interesting, because like his whole grieving process feels very realistic, and also like his relationship to Swanborough is like really, really nice. And it's also nice that you kind of like exposed to this whole like voting process. And there's also gonna be, I think, a pretty sick cutscene coming up at the end of the voting process. Which is connected to the Order of the Ancients, which is really good. So I'm quite enjoying this story arc, I have to say.
Archer, is everything ready?
The Shire Moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire Moot for myself. I'll follow. When will the vote begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
Yeah, the bishop. There's no traitor whatsoever.
It's an important vote for your people. How would you counsel my vote?
I value competent and righteous leadership, not foolish friends in high seats.
Anyone but Hunwald, you mean?
I love Hunwald as I love my own kin. But I would not put a stone in his care without fearing for the safety of both. I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
Oh. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm still gonna vote for Hunwald.
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright? That you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before I vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man.
Indeed. Okay, let's talk to the other guys and girls here.
Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Elfgard is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
Shalmut invitation. This letter confirms the death of Ottoman Helmet, who passed with dignity and grace, and whose soul now rests in the loving hands of our Heavenly Father. The Council requests your presence at the forthcoming Shalmut as we elect the new Ottoman of Lincoln. Bishop Herfrith, Bean Alfgar, and Hunwald, son of Hunborth, have been selected as candidates. Punctuality must be observed. Those who arrive late will not be allowed to cast their vote.
Good evening, Alfgard.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It's a difficult choice, Alfgard. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I don't doubt your convictions, Lord.
Also, that sword just like being cut through his coat. Or cloak, I guess. It's kind of funny looking.
A vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan to its former glory.
Let's talk to the bishop first.
Bishop,
Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouch for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
Alaka. Make it edit. Alright, how are you doing on what?
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There's more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That's good to hear.
Alright, let's make a decision.
3 men, 3 possible futures. Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them? It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need? You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself. All three have strengths and weaknesses.
Okay, let's contemplate for everyone, actually.
Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy. He'd be a good Elderman, but a faithful ally?
Yeah, I don't think so.
The bishop can be stuffy and wallows in Christian piety. But he is wisest of the three, and has already proven himself.
And then we have Hunwald.
Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need. Lead your Shire with pride, ferocious swan.
The clan symbol.
It is decreed by this lawful Shiremoot that the Alderman of Lincolnshire shall be son of our dear and departed Lord Hundbjorn, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
I don't know what to say. I thank you. Deeply, madly, humbly. What more can I say? I don't know. I miss my father. I'd sooner see him standing here than... Well, I will do my best. For each and every one of you.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Elderman. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
The septic rot has overtaken this Shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
Alaka.
Steel yourself, Hunwald.
Mother of God! Another battle!
Is this how that guard welcomes a new Elderman?
I'll kill you!
Bastard bishop. What's his endgame? This one's gone. Find those who still draw breath. Polish your ass, Hunwald. The Ultimate seat is yours. As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief totter. He won't be far.
We should first bury our dead, no?
That choice is yours to make, Ultiman.
Yes. Yes, of course. We'll bury our dead, then raise a feared.
Yeah, Eivor isn't happy. Obviously, Hunwald isn't like the best choice of like a leader, but he's definitely the one who will aid us, you know, when we need him. And he has a good heart.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs, and tend to the remaining wounded until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God, or the gods, protect you.
Why is it changing character? Where she kind of like acknowledges, you know, our belief.
Valkyries have little to choose from. So many innocents cut down.
Herefrith, the bograt, the shit-eater. The devil has him, that's plain to see. Bloody murderer! Our Shire! What remains? My heaven waits.
Rip, dude. Caretaker's journal. At first there was a pair of them, then half a dozen. Now I've lost count. How many mercenary soldiers do we need at this hospice? And for what reason are they here at every hour of the day? Don't they know that their very presence alarms the people we are trying to treat? Okay, let's actually have a look where we have Bishop Herfrith. The Crozier was approached by a member of the Order when he was only a young churchgoer. He found purpose in spreading the message throughout Wessex before reaching the rank of Priost, at which point he returned to his home of Lincolnshire, a land absent of authority and direction. There he took advantage of a fragile political hierarchy and gained power over the disenfranchised, using them to fulfill the Order's agenda. Herfrith proclaimed his allegiance to the Order during an attack following the Shire Moot. Okay, so we actually can only kill him during the story. Enough. Let's also increase. Actually, I think I'm gonna wait, because next story arc I'm gonna change up my weapon again. Rather build up some iron ore here for whatever weapon we will be using at that point.
A bold attack, and in broad daylight. The hatred that eats at that man must be ravenous.
What news, Hunwald?
We've learned that Herewrith rode for the fort at Annikastre following the massacre. I have assembled a field there. Quite a large one, in fact. They eagerly await your orders, Eivor.
You mean your orders, Elderman?
Ah, yes, that's right. My orders. Which are what, exactly?
Who can say? Ride with me to your camp, and we'll find out together.
Herewrith was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not...
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Herefrith is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Herewrith were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her work carried on. I think she'll be fine.
Manipulated by a man who...
We are the men of Lincolnshire! Remember it! My ancestors fought with the old kings of Lindsey. It's for their memory we fight today.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk to both of them again.
A bold attack, and in broad daylight.
Who's fetching the turf this time, eh? Don't want to freeze to death here.
Did say it before.
Such carnage I've never seen. That twisted bishop must pay the devil his due.
It's kind of funny how Afka, you know, saw like saying to Eivor like he's a pagan and stuff, you know. Before it, he tried to be like super respectful, trying to win our favor. Definitely the right choice for Hunwald there to make him the Ottoman.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Fiends are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor, can we win this fight with the men you see assembled here?
If they fight with the bravery of double their number, we may.
And is there room in your Valhalla for a ferocious swan?
Of course. Let fly your glorious banner.
Are we ready then?
Yeah, I would say we are ready for the sword. Let's do it.
We attack now. Ready the field.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside.
And LCS, welcome in, dude. Thank you so much for the raid, and welcome in, raiders. How's everybody doing? I hope you had a good stream today.
To me, holy warriors of Lincolnshire!
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along.
Hey there, Raylan. Kay. Also, hey there, Zweitleben. How are you doing? Hey there, LCS. Berthis. Welcome in, everybody. Do some AC Valhalla. About to conquest the castle here. But yeah, how was the stream today? Did you play some T-words? I assume. Okay, let's get up here.
Burn!
Yeah, dude, it's going. Shit, I almost died. But yeah, it's going good. Apart from me, you know, almost dying here. It's a good fun, you know, doing the usual Viking business, raiding, pillaging, what type of stuff. And yeah, I did miss you, Zweitleben. I hope everything's alright with you, dude. Save Hero, welcome in mate. Thank you for giving a shout out that to LCS. How's it going? Some T2 words and Stefan sorted to the moon. Did he? What happened in T words that made you salty today? I mean, I can guess, but yeah, I'm still curious. Camera roll.
Need to find a way past that palisade. An explosion can do it. Or I can try hitting it with a springald.
Yeah, let's go on the other side here, actually. Yeah, it's going pretty good, Hero. Had a really nice weekend. But yeah, didn't really get to stream much, so decided to go online tonight for some, you know, good old Valhalla. So trying to start the DLCs quite soon as well. Good. Trying to get down here. Okay, so I think I actually need to throw like an explosive or something. Let's try that. Well, that also works. Somebody it's better than us, more specific. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Well, I hope it was at least entertaining to watch then. Okay, let's go ahead and get this one. If we don't get hacked again. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get up here. You have to kind of open up the gate here to shoot it from the side. I love 4 damage.
Herefried has gone mad.
Yeah, dude, that was kind of unexpected, actually.
Point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scabrous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment.
Okay. Let's open up this.
Respite, Lord, please. Our battle is lost.
Continue the work of God, my boy. Kill this pagan. Could be up in the fog.
Don't see me up here, do we? Don't think we do. I would like for the bishop to come close so we can actually assassinate the dude.
Eyes open, just in case. Aid me, O Lord.
Wait, do they see me? What? Do you see me? Okay, hold on.
There's the target. Shoot it.
Come up here.
Get back here and face me.
Can I die? Please. I still can't use my hood. It kind of seems like a scenario where you can't really get out of combat, it seems. Yeah, I like auto see you. The one assassinate the bishop room. Oh, I guess he's not gonna fight back. Yeah, that works, I guess.
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancients did.
That's the folly of mankind, Hiravrid. We wallow in our failures like happy pigs in a sty of shit. You should have learned to enjoy it.
Yeah, you should have enjoyed
Requiescat in pace.
buying the shit.
Requiescat in pace.
Yeah, it's like in Revelations when it just says Requiescat in pace, bastardo.
Odin is with us!
Indeed. Welcome in, Jay. Thank you for joining, dude. I hope you're having a good, I guess, early evening. Tedford joined the Order almost by accident. A Saxon who fought with the Norse, he led the successful raid in Wessex, during which he was spared the life of 3 prisoners. One of those was the Crozier, who soon recruited Tedford for his fighting skills and absolute determination. By dint of effort and woe, Valhalla recently rose to the rank of Magister. In honor of his elevation to Magister, some few of us have bestowed upon Valhalla a fine garment dyed olive to match his eyes. The Tang insisted on adding a pale cloak made of the finest linen from the Western Isle. So can I can mark this guy. So we can find him in random Shire where he plays music on stage. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Been looking for a while while you get some housework done. Use your new table saw for first time today. Very nice, Jay. So, what kind of table is it? Like, is it used for like dining or something, or is it like a table to work on? Yeah, that sounds good. Letter from the father. H. Your methods are brash and your violence is brazen. In seizing control of the Shire by force, you return the people against the one institution that gives them hope. Desist and make no more noise in Lincolnshire. Draw no more attention to yourself and await my further orders. To disobey means death. That's kind of interesting, because as we know, the father is of course, you know, offered. And he's kind of like the one to end the order in some ways, and that's why he's sending all these letters to Eivor, hidden as, you know, the poor fellow soldier of Christ. Because he's actually really disagreeing with like a lot of the Ottoman members and what they are doing. So here he's like writing to Hervalith, the bishop we just killed, and, you know, really questioning his methods and saying that he shouldn't do this. And it's also good because it is in line with Alfred being like a very religious man, so, you know, him not wanting to stain the reputation of the church makes a lot of sense. It's a saw built into a table so you can make difficult cuts as well. You are cutting down long boards a long way. Ah, okay, I gotcha. That sounds nice. Definitely helpful. Letter from the instrument. Robes you wear are but a costume, a lure to win the people's trust. Think nothing of your soul or salvation. You have the truth, the shadow have dripped away, and now you see the light of the word. Take comfort in that. Thank you all who repeat you, the instrument. Okay, let's talk to Omod first. Then we're gonna go get the wealth in here.
Eivor, is the bishop dead?
He bled too little and talked too much. Now he's gone.
I won't miss him. But Atcha will need some time to grieve.
Okay, so we can kind of like compliment his bravery. We can, you know, warn him, which would make him, I guess, anxious, not the best feeling to awaken somebody, I would say. Or we can kind of like prepare him with, you know, some life lessons maybe, I guess, for what is to come. I think I'll go for the last choice.
Lincolnshire is yours to lead, Alderman. The hardest fight begins now.
The din of battle still rings in my ears. I think I now know what it means to be a leader.
Good.
I would ask a favor, if I could.
Name it.
As Alderman, my life may be a dangerous one. For a time, anyway. Would you allow my Swanborough to take refuge in your settlement? At least until I feel all danger has passed.
We'd be happy to have her.
Thank you, my sturdy Norse berserker. The mead halls of my shire will be lonely without you stomping about.
Our people are bonded now. We must look out for one another.
Blast it. I am a horror with goodbyes.
It'll do for now. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
That face on Eivor during the attack. Alright, excellent. So that finishes the Lincolnshire arc, which is actually the last story arc we're gonna do in England before we head into the DLC with Ireland, Francia, and then we're also gonna go to Vinland, which is kind of like something we'll call the 12 years of Eivor, so to say. But yeah, we of course still have a few more locations we want to finish in Lincolnshire, so let's start by getting the wolf inside this fort, I guess. There should be like a key nearby, I think.
Not a one wouldn't sell his own mother.
Can't do that.
Show me what lies ahead.
Okay, so who has the key then? Must be somewhere. Oh, that's the key.
Cast about this land, my friend.
Is it like in the ground? Ah, okay, yeah, it is.
I think so too. Of course, there's nothing like a drilled hole in the head to fix one's ills. If it's good enough for the ancients, it's good enough for me.
Some will swear to it by God and St. Cuthbert, but I've never given him much truck.
Nothing like a good spew to keep my humours in balance, I say.
Mistletoe up your nose, eh? Eh?
I always make sure to invoke Woden, just in case, even after applying leeches.
Mum's cowpat poultices. Scientific.
And it's getting to the point they'll try most anything. I heard they fed him boiled fox gall. I mean, great for leprosy.
Well, I'll wager the real secret's something to do with myrrh. The priests are always going on about it when they talk of our Lord. Surely it's holy wood.
Can this other guy stop talking?
But if you have 30 monks praying for you, there's nothing can't be healed. That's powerful holy, that is. Right, and
Last time we went round there is when you got the dropping pox. You're lucky as Daniel, you know. Got one in every 4 that year.
Not so many ways.
The conversation though. They don't stop. But the other guy is really annoying with whatever language he's speaking. It's completely interrupting whenever they talk. It's this guy. Can you stop? Also kind of funny that he's like even louder than the conversation, even though we stood right next to the conversation.
What do you see, Sunan?
I was kind of checking if they would have like any wealth or something, but didn't seem like.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Fiends are ready to fight.
What the heck?
Mr. Naval, can we win this fight with the men you see assembled here?
If they fight with the bravery of double their number, we may.
And is there room in your Valhalla for a ferocious swan?
Of course.
What the fuck? Why do I get this option again to start the assault? Like, I just finished the assault and, you know, the main quest with it. It's really weird.
We're not ready.
Really weird. But at least I get a chance to talk to Umward again.
I can't believe I survived that.
I mean this with the utmost love, my friend. Neither can I.
The blood and splinters flying through the air. The blood and viscera. Absolutely poetic.
There, Hunwald. Take deep breaths. Perhaps I can find you a jar to take the edge off.
look, Sunan.
Maybe I have to dive here? Maybe that's a way to get to that ancient mask. You need to go sleeping. Good night to everyone. No worries whatsoever, Zweitleben. Thank you for joining with the raid. I hope you have a good night and a good rest. And yeah, thank you for coming by and saying hello. Catch you next time, dude.
Survey the area, Sunan.
Okay, maybe from this side.
Sunan, guide me.
Okay, I think that's the entrance. Let's try a bit of stealthy actually. I'm gonna go ahead and change my loadout just a little bit. We're gonna go for blinding rush. Whatever it is. On A, which makes us like move undetected essentially. And then also the Feign of Death ability. Let's see that. Shit. Not bad. I in combat now? Didn't even get the trigger. Like visual trigger or audio trigger for... I'm stuck. Okay, whatever. I think it's because of the kind of like assault still kind of like happening, it seems, like with the music and everything. But we don't get the audio and visual triggers for entering or getting out of conflict. It seems that's the case. But we should be fine now. Or save a Maxi. Welcome in, mate. Yeah, a bit of a late night stream today. How's it going, dude? I hope you had a good weekend. That sounds nice, Maxi. Just having like a good chill Sunday. Yeah, I'm doing good, dude. Had a really nice weekend. And yeah, good to end it with some AC Valhalla. We just finished with the Lincoln Shire story arc, so yeah. Actually doing really good progress with the game, to be honest. It's like... I think we only have, let's see... 2... I think pretty much 4 regions in England left at this point. So definitely getting there. Shit. Okay, can I go up here? Apparently I can't. Captain Journal. My men are growing worried. They wonder if there's much of a point being here anymore. Can't say I see a fault in their thinking, but here we all remain, bound to duty. If the wheels are not turning, Lincoln is a shell of its former self. No one comes here, and no taxes to collect. The naval chain is broken and has remained that way since God knows when. The only thing breathing life into the Shire is a bandit group who lead from it. How curious. We should invest a lot of wealth to collect the Lincolnshire. Save these. Yeah, gonna get all of it.
Be my eyes, Sunan.
Yeah!
Won't be gentle if they spot me.
I'm here. It's always like kind of a nice flashback or throwback to the sea shanties in AC Black Flag. Oh fuck. Got it. Oh nice, we got another head tattoo. It's actually ones I look most forward to because the head is always, you know, or usually if you don't wear a helmet, exposed. So you can actually see the tattoo. Whereas if you have like a body tattoo and you wanna have armor, always like hidden, essentially. Parchment stinking of meat. To whom might passive it know me, Hunwood of Lincolnshire. I am drunk and mad with fiery sadness, for the key to my estate has been swallowed by a whale. I see no other explanation, for it has escaped my fingers and betrayed the lock that remains closed until further note. I am in a bramble humming, waiting for a miracle. Praise be God, please help me, Lord. Yeah, it was a whale. 100%. What the heck are you guys doing? Standing into war?
what they're on.
There's drinking to be done! Who's with me?
I am.
Is that a bottomless stomach I see? Drink faster than me, you win the purse. Bring forth your coin. Let's sweeten the pot.
It kind of sounds a little bit like Robert Faulkner from AC3. He's actually the captain of the Aquila before, you know, Connor takes over command, but he's basically like Connor's advisor in Naval. I actually doubt it's him as a voice actor, because he also voiced one of the major side characters in Pirates of the Caribbean, so I would doubt that he would come back for, you know, such a minor role in Valhalla. But who knows?
Betting the whole horde, huh? Ready your cup!
Yeah, I don't think it's him, actually. How about I hear him again? That does sound quite similar.
Got some on your boots? Don't hurl into the barrel, okay? You're going to start. Staggering already?
Oh, shit. Okay, how do we get out of here?
Must be blocked from the other side.
Hey, you want some meat?
Oh, I'll follow you then.
I guess I've run out of meat.
A beer! Bring me beer now! Ah, God speed you, sweet ale!
go for there. Yeah, I guess that works. Okay, so I think after the next location I might actually go back to Raven's Hop already and talk to Envy just to stop this music, because it seems to just like loop from these swords still. There's like a few audio bugs that can happen within Valhalla where if you don't do the next major mission, you know, music just starts to kind of like loop until another thing happens. I actually had like a part of like 8 to 10 hours on my first time playing Valhalla where only one soundtrack was playing. At some point I just turned the music down and played the official soundtrack in the background.
Not to draw attention here.
Fortunately that didn't happen yet with this save, but I don't know.
We watch each other's backs.
Good again. You just see his hands like flying.
Suffer! With me! Watch for my lead! Nice gear!
Forever. What a joke!
I wonder if I could do like a swing into the haystack from here, but I guess the angle wouldn't align. Yeah, not quite. Who saw me? You guys? far does actually my ability reach, like Richard? I was surprised that worked, to be honest. Request to Warfane. In Burston, I sent my men to Bolingbroke as you asked, but know that it was not without reservation. We now have a significantly smaller number here. We need more men to guard these waters. May I suggest displacing some able-bodied men from the smaller hamlets? We could use their help, and the change of scenery would do them good, I'm sure. Orich. Yeah, no worries whatsoever, Maxi. Definitely will have a look after the stream. And yeah, no need to be sorry, dude. That happens more often to me than I like to admit. Sometimes, you know, do forget about stuff like that. What stepping video you think I would like it? It is a sneak peek at something you're working on. Oh, nice, dude. I'm looking forward to have a look. Problem work. I mean, that's fair. As long as you just have, you know, like other stuff on your mind. Okay, we actually have 4 skip points to invest here. Let's get some ability damage. Let's increase the light shield. Get some stealth damage. And melee, I guess. Yeah, no worries, Maxi. I definitely let you know, dude. Okay, how about we actually do a fast travel now and also go back to Ravensthorpe. I would like to first kill this Ottoman before we do anything else. Valhalla, he's in Grantebridge. It's actually the first region we visited in England, and honestly I wonder if you could actually kill him, like early game, if you just get there and find the position of Valhalla. Because sometimes, you know, Ottoman members are just in the open world, like just like that. And you just kind of like work on finding the location rather than make them spawn sometimes. So I wonder if there would be possibility actually. Maybe I try that next time. Play Valhalla. It will probably be quite a long time from now until I play Valhalla again. At least, you know, with a fresh playthrough. Yeah, I think that's him, isn't it? There he is. Let's pretend like we're working here. A bit of social stuff. Then I probably whistle for him to come over here. Unless... Ah, he's moving. He doesn't react to my whistles. Time to dive in.
You won. I can see defeat. When Scops mention me, they will sing of my conquests.
Cowards do not get sagas.
I am no coward. In a long-lost battle for Wessex, I was the victor. The Scot could speak of that time. Focus on my lost honor.
No, I'll leave your reputation as it is. Here, in the blood-blackened mud.
Nice. That's actually the second guest star we have killed at this point. It's only 3 more to go. And that means you got another clue for the father. As the father ever heard you play lyre, it would do him good. He's too much in his books. A man of thought, but perhaps not a man of these senses. The ash spear. So that gives us the clue that he's highly educated. And reads a lot of books, I guess. Mostly the Bible though. Alright, let's go back to Ravensthorpe. I wanna cancel that music. Music loop.
I should talk to Hytham.
Ah, should I? Well, in that case, let's talk to Hytham then.
Here. This marks fewer members of the Order.
One more gone. The world is brighter for it. As a token of my deep gratitude, I want you to have this. Keep...
Firestrike upgrade. Fire blazes in an arc in front of you, instantly setting enemies caught in the arc ablaze. It's actually quite good. It's solid, I guess. So it's kind of the same, just for the melee. Interesting. I really wish you had like 2 range and 2 melee ability wields, kind of like similar to Odyssey, to be honest. Which is really, you know, make it easier to kind of like dedicate one for like stealth, one for combat. And, you know, have like a bit more of a variety in how many abilities and stuff you can utilize. Definitely something they should have included. I hope they include it eventually, maybe for like a future DLC or update, but if they haven't at this point, then I kinda doubt they will.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
Let's actually talk to the fish guy. I reckon there's maybe a few we can deliver.
I have something that may interest you.
Some salmon and stuff.
I've never even seen this fish close up.
Okay, we can't finish any of the quests, but we can deliver some fish. Some brown trouts.
Look at the size of it!
The regular
Not even
one.
grandfather has caught one of these.
We have a halibut with 2 small haddocks,
Now this is a worthy catch.
2 regular sheds.
I've heard tell that this one's a real fighter. Only a true fisherman could catch this one.
Can deliver some regular salmon
Look at this fish.
and some big one.
We've been looking for this fish for a long time.
And yeah, that's it for now. Still quite a bit to deliver.
Grandfather will be excited to see this catch.
I have to go. See you soon.
Come back soon.
May I see your stores?
You should buy that. Yes, great purchase. Always a pleasure doing business, Eivor. This would suit you, I think.
Okay, how about we... What do we buy? So I want to wait with the Irish folk stuff until we start the DLC, but given that we're so close to starting it, I might as well start buying the Irish stuff. Let's get the rest of the settlement cosmetics first though. The blooming statue.
This is going to look so good.
Small otter. And the Victoria statue.
You should get that.
Then we could buy
Eivor,
a set.
you should definitely get this.
The Irish folk kind of like ship set. Alright, there we go.
Is that everything?
I will see you later, friend.
I hope to see you soon.
He's found a family among your clan.
He is more than welcome here. As are you.
That random conversation with Basim. Okay, let's talk to Renby.
My love.
Lincolnshire is a friend to us.
Wonderful news. And who is our ally there?
The boy Hunwald is the new Ealdorman of Lincolnshire, and he has sworn allegiance to us.
The loud one, an Ealdorman? Well, should he ever wish to call for aid, he need only shout.
Music is still playing, it seems.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Okay, so we have now done Lincolnshire. With a newly elected Ealdorman in Lincolnshire, Eivor has gained an alliance within the settlement's neighboring region. So I guess next we'll actually go to the north here. However, I'm not gonna do this until we have done the DLCs and stuff. See, we still haven't gotten rid of that music though. It's a bit anticlimactic.
I have changed my mind. Shall we?
Please, Eivor. Not now. Not with Sigurd there.
I mean, fair enough, I guess. Would have been a bit awkward, you know, making out with Renby with a husband right next to us.
I should go.
Just a little bit.
But Ragnarsson has come. He claims to have some business with you.
Oh.
Uber Ragnarsson, you're a long way from your king's side.
Eivor. Yes, a long stroll through the hills and fields of Mercia. Also, I could thank you.
Thank me?
For sending my brother to his just reward. In spite of the harm he caused you and everyone around you, I could not keep him in line in this life. but I have no doubt the Old Father will put him to good use in the next.
A darkness followed your brother. One I'm not sure he understood. But as you say, he is now where he belongs.
He is. And as a show of my thanks, I came to offer you a gift. A token of my respect.
Thank you.
Put it to good use, Wolf-Kissed. And may we meet again soon. On a battlefield if the fates are kind.
So there's kind of the confronting quests for the choice that you have made regarding Ivar Ragnarsson, Ivar the Boneless. Because obviously he's a traitor to you and to Gilbert, which he kills, right? Then you have a choice when you kill him in battle, to give him the axe or to deny him the axe. I went with giving him the axe because first I, never believed that Valhalla was an actual place, that was like real. I thought it was like solely built on faith. And then there's also the fact that Valhalla isn't also real in the ISU lore and AC lore as well. Just like a simulation essentially.
How are you?
So it's really no point in denying him the X in terms of like if he will be sent to Valhalla or not. He's not gonna get there either way. Plus, I don't really feel super good about just doing it out of spite to him. Like denying the X because he's still human, and I don't think anybody deserves to die with like feeling horrible or something. I don't know. It really wouldn't do anything other than fulfilling our lust for revenge or some BS like that. So yeah, like even deck, I give the X because I mean, why not? Just to feel better. It's worth it in my opinion. Okay, so actually when I have a save here and reload the game again. Because I'm curious if that's gonna get rid of the music loop here. Kinda starting to get a bit repetitive. Not playing anymore. That's good. I'm glad. Okay, so we still have just a little bit of time for today's stream left. I'm gonna go back to Lincolnshire actually because there's still obviously some activities we have left here. I want to check out these mysteries down here. We could actually ride from here. Like Lincolnshire is actually super close to Ravensthorpe, at least the south. It's probably it's actually one of the biggest regions, isn't it? Also one of like the longest ones, like stretching from south to north. Well, the region has that distance, I think, from like south or most south to most north.
Eivor, where's the ganger?
Yeah, 1 kilometer. That's doable.
Sure.
Yeah, I think next stream will actually be the start of the Ireland DLC then, with Wrath of the Druids. Because what I decided is that I'm gonna play them during the main game playthrough, instead of afterwards, which I've done on my first time playing the game. For one, obviously, because when I finished Valhalla, the DLCs weren't released yet. But also, after playing both Wrath of the Druids and Siege of Paris, I noticed that a lot of the character evolution that Eivor has at the end of the main game isn't actually put in context of the DLCs, or is kind of like important for the context of the DLCs. I think that's why, that's because Ubisoft kind of decided that, you know, the chance for people to play the DLCs before finishing the main game is quite big. And they don't want a spoiler, I guess, for, you know, like about Valhalla and all that type of stuff. But yeah, for me that's the reason to actually play them during the main game as well, because it feels really odd when, you know, Ava's making like comments about Valhalla and how it's like desirable in the context of the end of the main game. It's a bit of a shame though, because historically speaking, Wrath of the Druids takes place 2 years after the ending of the main game. And then Siege of Paris like over 10 years, I think. So it doesn't quite line up historically, unfortunately, but in this case it's more important for me to have like a good story consistency with the character of Eivor. So that's why we do it earlier in the game.
Hey now, hey. How curious.
What the fuck? I got two-shotted, and best thing is during an animation. I couldn't even do something about it. I was like throwing my axes, you know, I couldn't even cancel it. Amazing. Yeah, that was a bit harsh, eh? But yeah, that's the difficulty really. Like, you know, this region is, I think, recommended level 160. But since I have, you know, auto level scaling is 340. And basically every enemy can two-shot us, I think, at this point. Like, even the regular soldiers. It's quite harsh with the damage that you receive. But yeah, big. Right there. Let's try this again.
Oh, that's odd.
What the fuck? I got one-shotted. These bears are insane. Holy shit. I mean, obviously they're a bit stronger than regular bears, right? Because they're part of the hallucination. It definitely seems stronger, but getting one-shotted by a bear? God damn it. I'll save it, Grace. Good evening to you. I hope you're having, or you did have a good weekend. Those bears hit as hard as real life bears. You're kidding. Definitely lethal if I get to hit you. Like holy shit. Okay, let's actually go ahead and change my ability loadout here. I'm gonna go back to the dive of Valkyries. And then I'm gonna go for a Fire Strike. Got them. That was definitely harsh with the damage. Today's general weekend score is never positive. Today's score was very much of a negative. Oh damn. Sorry to hear about that, Grace. I hope it's nothing too bad. I'm glad that overall it's been a positive weekend at least. What's the rest of your stream actually? Did you have fun playing more of Myst, wasn't it? The name of that game that you played? That's actually a nice forest, yeah. I say, like, that's something I really love about Valhalla, the environments, you know. This looks beautiful. Really love the kind of like romanticism influence on Valhalla as well, and kind of like the way they chose their colors and stuff. It's really interesting actually. They have like a side-by-side comparison from like real life photos versus how they did it in the game, and like shape-wise and kind of like how the vegetation and all that type of stuff is actually quite accurate. However, they did choose like slightly different colors, more akin to like romantic like pictures and paintings from the time of Romanticism, where there was kind of like a return to nature, right? So lots of people kind of like painted pictures from medieval times, or medieval inspired, or like of like ruins. So kind of like with a bit of a roasted
sounds coming from that old church.
Glass, really, but very aesthetically pleasing, I think, and that's what the Valhalla team chose as an inspiration for the color palette of Valhalla, and it really works well. Grace, you didn't stream today, your whole day was just blah, but yeah, finished official Myst. Speed ran Remus, we can play the bonus age content before I start the second game. Very nice, Grace. Congrats on finishing the official Myst. Was it your first time playing the game, or have you played it before? Was like a haystack. That wasn't.
Is someone there? Fallen. Scraps and rags left for the rats.
Mud Throne. But Lysenrune may be one day rebuilt. We wait ever ready for he who wears the crown of briars.
Heart of stone, and the stench is ripe.
You! How dare you! Crolan's throne belongs only to the one true king of briars.
Grace, first time you weren't really allowed to play video games when it came out, so you didn't catch the original. But you like puzzle games and saw Stella Michelle play one of the sequels that looks super fun, so decided to try it. I think I might have slipped and hit the by entire Mysterious bundle on Steam last night. Yeah, I've definitely been having this case of slippery finger as well before. But I mean, that's a good plan though. You know, if you've been enjoying watching it, then I think the chance for you to enjoy playing it would be quite high. But yeah, that's nice. Jay, do I have any puzzle games that will be played on my retro days? So I haven't really made like a full plan of like all the games that I want to play. Currently I think I would like to dabble a bit into kind of like 2D platformers. Like a bit akin to like, you know, for example Mario, also Kirby, like maybe one of each that I have actually played as a kid. But yeah, I would actually like to dive into puzzle games as well though. Like I do really enjoy puzzling in video games, you know, so yeah, I would totally be down. I'm not sure if I played like loads of puzzle games as a child, if I'm being honest. At least I were really focusing on that aspect more than anything. Do you have any recommendation, Jay, in that regard? Indeed, Grace. Yeah, there was actually one Kirby game I really loved. I have to do some research to actually find the specific one. But it was on the Game Boy. I think Game Boy Color. Actually. So it should be fairly easy to find. I was just curious because you announced retro days today and this is certainly a retro game. I gotcha. Yeah, definitely. So my rule of thumb for defining retro will actually be any engine or kind of like console, like platform that isn't continued anymore. It's like discontinued. So technically that could already mean, you know, like AC3 technically. Because it's like that engine isn't continued anymore. But I'm definitely gonna go further back than that. And try to play more like from the 90s and 2000s for now, I think. But yeah, it also would be a chance for me to check out what is it called again? I forgot the name of it. This like super popular adventure game. It I think you also played not too long ago, which got like a remake with like actual voice acting. I forgot the name of it just now. But yeah, like these older adventure games would also be a good chance to kind of like check out on Sundays. Monkey Island, that's it. Yeah, thank you, Jay. That's the one. Yeah, that's one of the classics I never got around playing, right? So it would also be nice to play on retro Sundays. Kind of like get into those kind of like classics.
This throne of muck and manure? I suppose that makes you the Lord of Shitsby.
How dare you insult the brave and valorous soldiers of
Shitsby, yes. I know your type.
Insolent ferret! Kill this usurper!
Oh yeah, I will be careful not to mention it to catch up, Grace. Thank you for warning. Yeah, it feels like a game that most people have played at this point. Yeah, not me.
kingdom tooth and nail!
Fools in the thrall of an absent king. Pitiful.
Can I go back on the throne actually? I can't. Those games are so much fun. You play them a lot when you were young. You suspect most people have not played Monkey Island due to the age, at least on most of the Twitch audience. Yeah, that's true. I was mostly speaking like, I guess, people that I know, that are gamers, I guess.
I feel great.
But yeah, I guess that also doesn't include most of the Twitch audience, or maybe even like, you know, age group, I reckon. Yeah, whenever I talk about Monkey Island, it seems like, you know, I'm one of the few that hasn't gotten around playing or seeing much of it yet, at least. But yeah, I do look forward to it though, because it looks really fun, and I heard like, you know, so much positive things about it. Okay, I think we do one more mystery for tonight, and then we call it a stream. We streamed recent 1 a few months ago. We also streamed 1 and 2 a long time ago, now you think. Before the affiliate program was a thing. Oh damn, even before that? So when did you start streaming, Jay? It must have been like a while ago. Ooh, I think that's actually an Animus anomaly. Oh yeah, that's a nice one to end today's stream with. Quite rare, there's only like 10 total in the entire game. Very nice puzzles as well, and they're kind of like connection to modern day, but also the ESO times at the same time. Yeah, the foreshadowing is also real with them, because obviously this is all connected to you know, Loki and Alethea, and how they try to trick Odin, but also, you know, try to find a way of escaping death as well. So yeah, that's what the talk that you can usually hear later on in the anomaly is about. (2016 or 17). Okay, so the affiliate program is actually fairly recent then. Because when I started first streaming, I think affiliate was already a thing, and that was like my first proper stream I did 2017, I think, for the AC Marathon. But yeah, so I guess we started out on Twitch maybe around the same time. I guess you a bit earlier than that. Yeah, I really like your emotes as well, Grace.
Layla, how are you holding up?
Not bad, actually. These anomalies feel second nature now.
Any ghosting effects? Double identity syndrome? Occipital shock signs?
Hey, you trying to freak me out? My God, just let me work.
I mean, Rebecca's just trying to look out for you, Layla. Okay, let's align this one. And then we hit the triangle here. The pyramid, I guess. One thing I also love about the Animus anomaly is the music, because it's done by Just Big Kid, of course. And the way it kind of like evolves with how they get is really, really cool, actually. Like a lot. What a Legend in the AC soundscape though. This time the soundtrack for AC1, 2, Brotherhood, and the ambient music for Revelations. And then came back for Valhalla. Anomalies in cans make your blood pressure rise. Yeah, I don't think you're alone here though. Like, a lot of people really don't manage to keep their blood pressure low when playing these. It's always fun seeing Rod do a can and then, you know, go completely rage mode on the cans. Fucking also cunt. But yeah, it's fun watching though. Okay, so how do we do this then? Ah, okay, so I guess you have to climb the structure here and then go up there. Awesome. Let's align this. We gotta align another one. To the other, yeah. Yes. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, and then we have to go to this one. And align it with this up here. That should be it. Yeah.
Stop! Stop! Can you still love? You're injured. Now, let me see. No! No more, please. Let me die. Here. Where all is quiet. No! This is not your end. There is a way. A piece of Eden. A staff. Attuned to this method of transfer. It may work. Or I may end up like the outcast's husband. A beating heart without a mind. Do what you must. I see no other way.
All right. Closing in on another one.
Sorry to freak you out earlier. It's just, the Animus can be dangerous. Prolonged exposure is hard on a brain.
I know. I want to finish this.
Yes, definitely. Jump out whenever you feel worn down.
And it's a Rod salty mode. Yeah, it would be funny to have actually. I would use it a couple times for sure. That was really interesting. You know, there's of course another conversation between Loki and Alethea just now. And as you could hear, you know, Loki is trying to find a way for Alethea to survive. And when she's talking about, you know, the husband, she's meaning Aita actually, the husband of Juno. And as we see in AC3, you know, Juno also tried to find a way to survive the apocalypse. So one way was for Aita to willingly die, but in return to kind of like put his conscience in a never-ending loop of being reborn in different humans. So instead of being a sage, you know, you would be reborn as a human, but your conscience would still be kept alive. And it's a method that Odin and Loki will take from a Roman Isu and, you know, embrace later on as well to survive. And that's how the sages exist in Valhalla. But yeah, it's really interesting as well because Loki talks about the staff, you know, that could kind of like be a mean of survival. And he's of course talking about the Hermes Trismegisto staff which Layla has, you know, which corrupted her. And that staff is keeping any weirder who has it alive forever, essentially, until, you know, you give it up, essentially. And yeah, it's really interesting how Valhalla does a really good job kind of like connecting to Odyssey, because Odyssey introduces, of course, the whole thing with like, you know, immortality through the staff, and Alethea as well is the first time like being represented there. But instead of presenting her as like a helpful guardian for Layla, actually showcases her being quite manipulative, akin to Juno. So clearly, you know, if Loki gets the chance to have his stuff in modern day through Basim, which he does at the end, then, you know, he could use that stuff to try to revive Alethea, maybe? That's a question, right? Like, where's Valhalla headed now that Montreal also has not gotten the leadership of the franchise anymore? Or if that story arc will even be continued in the gaming format. But they really open up like so much potential and possibilities. It's kind of amazing how it, you know, both salvages Odyssey's story in my opinion, but then it also like really, you know, gives you something to look forward to, at least potentially. Yeah.
I have it. Sending it over.
Very cool. So that short snippet of video is actually, you know, that was like part of Yggdrasil essentially. Like the Isu have connected their, kind of like I have a connection to that kind of like baby, I guess. And, you know, that's kind of like the organism they are connected to kind of like be reborn, I guess. It's gonna make a lot more sense once we get like all the snippets collected and we can see the entire video. But yeah, the Tree of Life literally exists. It's just, you know, kind of like a machine rather than, you know, like this massive tree, the way it's represented in mythology essentially. It's all like an Isu machine. But yeah, that's like another thing I love about Valhalla, you know, how they really make a differentiation between what is mythology and what is like believed in versus what is actually like, you know, Isu. So Eivor having his or her dreams is kind of like, you know, that being very much influenced by the stories that Eivor has heard about Odin and Loki and Thor and Freya and Tyr, of course. But it's not, you know, even though like the story is roughly what has happened, the way we see it is very different. You know, for example, like Fenrir, the son of Loki, is unlikely to actually have been a wolf, obviously, because it doesn't make no sense in, you know, the context of like the actual world of Assassin's Creed. But it's still kind of like a symbol, right? Like, so that's more what they kind of like mean with that, and the tree is like represented like the way how, you know, Eivor has heard about the tree. When he actually sees it, you know, it's like completely different, yet the same at the same time. Yeah. Really gotta give a lot of credit to Darby McDevitt, you know, on the story of Valhalla, because it's kind of sad, you know, because Valhalla really doesn't get a whole lot of credit nowadays. Like, it's very popular right now to kind of like, you know, shit all over Valhalla and the story and all that. But there's like so much you can dig into, you know, like that you can unfold as a player if you kind of like are attentive and listen to, you know, what they say. And it also really requires you to also have played the previous AC games, in my opinion, to really be able to appreciate the story as well. Which obviously isn't optimal for like, you know, newcomers to the series, but yeah, there's like so much lore to find. It's amazing. Honest. Can I stun you?
Got you!
That's a weak point. of mind then. But yeah guys, enough talk about Valhalla though, because it's getting quite late over here, and I will have to call it a stream here. But yeah, we're gonna be back with Valhalla maybe tomorrow, latest Tuesday. As I mentioned on Discord, we will not be doing multiplayer Mondays tomorrow, and for the foreseeable future, like the next couple of weeks as well. Reason being that we will start another format on the channel, which will be Retro Sundays. And essentially I will just dedicate, you know, one day to kind of like games that are considered, I guess, old school retro. It's on platforms that are discontinued, and yeah, kind of like games that I grew up with, and that also, you know, people have been recommending to me. So starting next Sunday, in 1 week, we will be starting that format and, you know, kind of explore the older days of gaming, so to say. Which I'm actually quite excited for. Like, I'm looking forward to play some Game Boy and GameCube and all those kind of like platforms games. And to share some more of those that I, you know, played quite a lot as a kid. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, that means, you know, there's not gonna be any multiplayer Mondays tomorrow. So, yeah, I haven't decided yet if we will be doing more Valhalla. It might also be Ori or Watch Dogs, but it's gonna be one of the three, so yeah, you can expect one of those games. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and have a save here. And then next time we will basically finish with Lincolnshire, which isn't too much at this point. Only 3 more wealth opportunities, mysteries, and 4 artifacts. So once that is finished, we're also gonna be starting on the DLC content for Valhalla, and yeah, make our way to Ireland. It's gonna be good because it means like unlocking new weapons and, you know, potential new like weapon combinations and stuff. In Wrath, it's of course the sickle swords, which I actually quite like. A bit faster, but yeah, they're fun. Anyways, let's go ahead and quit the desktop here. And then we're gonna find ourselves a raid target. Let's have a look who's online. Yeah, you have a good night as well. I'm at Bearsuit. Thank you for joining, dude. Hope you had a good luck. And thanks everybody else who's still here lurking and watching. Hero, Jay, Grace. Everybody else is still in chat. Maxi, thank you also so much for joining. And yeah, thanks also again LCS for the raid earlier with a party of 15. If you haven't checked out LCS yet, he's kind of like a multiplayer streamer. He plays loads of T-Words, which is a game I usually play on multiplayer Mondays as well. So if that's like a game that you're interested in, like from seeing me play it, it's really fun actually. I can recommend checking that out as well. So yeah, definitely check out his channel. Also check out Demise as well. Thanks again also for the raid earlier. Demise is currently playing some Assassin's Creed 2 actually, which he's playing for the first time ever. He has played quite a few of the AC games, but yeah, it's his first time playing the Desmond Saga. So he's been really enjoying doing that and, you know, doing the tombs and all of that. So yeah, you have a good night as well, Grace. Thanks again for being here. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. You as well, Hero. Thanks again for coming by. Jade Sidewinder is playing some Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. I see. The Frozen Wilds. Yeah, that was a decent DLC actually. Wasn't too bad overall. I kinda enjoyed the I forgot his name. But the brother character. It's like a good character evolution, I thought. And thank you for a shout out as well, Hero. Appreciate it. But yeah, I think we're actually gonna say hi to Foxy Horror Vo. She's also regular on Rod's channel. And she's playing some Dead by Daylight, which I think is like online horror escape kind of like game. It's definitely multiplayer. You have to escape like Freddy or something. Yeah, it looks kinda fun actually. But yeah, she's very nice. Does stream a variety of different games. I think mostly into horror. So yeah, let's see how she's doing. They're shouting Crook out on his own channel almost feels like cheating. Yeah, it's like, you're on this channel, might as well check me out. Also, Redneck, thank you also for a follow. Sorry, I kinda missed reacting to that alert when I was like giving shoutouts and stuff. But thank you also for joining and for a follow there. As well as Kenny and Do, thank you also for follow. But yeah, it's time to raid now. So if you can't raid, feel free to use these raid emotes to say hi to Foxy Horror. And I will catch you lot next time. Take care.